Ready to go fishing? No.
The flavor is amazing.
Ready to go fishing? No.
Better than one French press full of coffee. Fishing route today? Is he fishing route today? Should we do some trotting along the river, Bubby? Some trotting along the river. Perhaps we'll see some squirrels. Oh, perhaps we'll see some birds. Oh, perhaps we'll see some squirrels with birds. Oh my!
Hold up. Hold up.
We're on the road. All the things are packed. Papa's in the back seat. Fishing rods, bait, bags,
Beats, Battlestar Galactica.
burritos are all in. The main bees are all in the car and ready to roll. And now we start a very short trip, 4 hours away. It's really good. It's not a light for me.
The well-known fisherman's breakfast.
Ah yes, the breakfast of champions. Any steelheader knows that I like toast with avocado and everything bagel topping. If you aren't eating this for breakfast, you ain't even eating breakfast. You're eating sad, empty nutrients because there's no toast or avocado. Bubby, would you like a puppuccino? Oh, he loves a puppuccino. Basically just trying to make a good life so I can buy my dog puppuccinos. Which is why I work Starbucks. Oli is such a diva. He has to have his puppuccino before we go fishing. Right, Bubby? Yes, Mommy. Post haste. Post haste.
Your cappuccino?
Thank you. Are you ready? Awesome. Thank you. It's the best, isn't it, buddy? Go, 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 go! Faster, faster, faster! This is what being a good parent is. It's getting your dog small cups of whipped cream on your way to go fishing.
Just think everywhere.
It's okay. It's okay, Bubby. Live your best life, my dear. I always think it's funny that he licks it as fast as possible, like somebody else is going to like try to taste that cup of goober now. Oh, there's still more. Here, get it. Here, take it with you. Take it with you. All right, bye. So a couple of my buddies got themselves out of bed this morning to go fishing, and we might meet up with them later. And mystery guests on the peninsula. Who could it be? Maybe it's... Who could it be? I don't know. I can't think of anybody.
Maybe it's the wild man.
The wild man?
Bill Herzog.
Bill.
Could be.
You know, you're not supposed to say his name within 30 miles of the peninsula, otherwise all the fish scurry away. They know the name. There's a few names that you don't utter once you get close to the peninsula, and that's why Bill Herzog is nicknamed the General, is because they don't know the General, but if you say Herzog, like I said, they all just shudder and scurry. You can say my name though, it's fine. They're like, yeah, there's like one or two of us that's in danger. The majority are fine. It's no issue. The population is safe. But we'll see who the special guest is. The guests are, they don't even know they're going to be special guests right now, by the way. They have no idea. They just know that I might be up there, they're up there. There could be an intersection of fishing trails that happen between us, but we'll ambush them in the woods. We'll, as we like to say on the peninsula, Sasquatch them. We'll just appear out of nowhere, but there will be no proof or evidence of our presence. Like, they just won't see it coming. There will just be some, like, swinging arms through the woods and some noises in the brush and, like, some, like, hey, did you see that, man? I don't know, man. Did you see that? I think it was Ashley. Nah, man, don't say that. It's not. But we're gonna pop out on them, see if we can't scare them. Oh, hello. We picked up some stragglers along the way.
That was epic up there.
Stragglers, say hi to the camera.
Hi, everybody.
Stragglers.
We're back.
Some lost folk. Don't know who they are, what their names are, but I thought I'd show them the way.
Stumbling up the hill. Come on, kids.
Oh, when I ran down there to check. Yeah, so we just hiked into a little coastal river, and we just came off of a really high water event. So we saw some of the flooding in Tahola, and it's definitely been like a downpour, like high water situation out here. Well, the river has been coming into shape. It's still a little bit dirty and a little bit high, but it's certainly fishable. And we're gonna try and see if we can't sneak a few of them out of our little spot here.
Who are our guests today?
I found some strangers, Jordan and Cameron.
Just about to guide the heck out of Cameron.
I know. I need one. I haven't caught a steelhead yet this year, so.
Cast it before.
Yeah, you can bring it in.
Come on.
Maybe out.
All right.
Maybe out though. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
I heard they live there. The goal today is to catch a fish that I can take home and cook on my Char-Broil grill. So at the end of this video, you'll see me and my new grill that we unboxed, put together, and then the goal is to have brought home a steelhead so I can show you one of my favorite ways to cook up steelhead. So stay tuned for that. But first, mission one, we need to find a fish and catch it.
Fish right here.
Looking. All right, so we come up to the upper section of river and in search of some clearer water and some good holding spots for fish. The water's still a little bit high, so I think these fish are just kind of shooting upriver. So the whole idea of going upriver is to find some clearer water and to find some natural choke points that are gonna stop fish and hold them up. So we're gonna find those, hike a little further and see if we can't find some pools. This way. You guys seen anything in there?
There's a lot of them. He's not biting.
Sitting right under my bobber, right about meow.
Okay.
Right about meow. Oh, I'm dragging it pretty deep.
One more cast, one more cast, one more cast. Pull this over. It's a little quick. Let's go a little bit deeper. Careful, baby.
Got there.
Well, I knew if I just kept casting and kept on casting, and eventually these little guys would change their mind on us.
Holy back.
Little
Back.
stop, please. Little up. Little up. Little no. Just a pretty little gal. Just what we've been waiting for all day. Fell victim to the addicted jig. Boy, she is perfect in every way. Little button nose on her.
Little back up.
Look out, Lynn. Go. Just an absolute specimen of a steelhead. I think the creator for that one made just about the same cast I've already made about 100 times. And finally we got one to change her mind. She's got some leeches on her bottom end there. Wow, what a pretty fish. Can I get a little picture from him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Little stop it. You good?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we came to visit our friends Ashley and Matt, and look what happened. Magic, yet again. Just a beautiful, beautiful baby girl here. I'm gonna send her on her way.
Come on for 1 second. Oops, just kidding. Oh, there she goes.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
We weren't able to catch a fish to cook for this catch and cook style episode, but as most fishers, anglers usually have, we have a back stock of fish in the freezer, so I actually just pulled a piece out so that I could still show one of my favorite ways to cook fish. So I pulled a delicious tail piece out of salmon, and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite steelhead recipes that actually works really well on salmon or steelhead because they are pretty similar. This is an easy recipe. I really feel like anyone can do this this. I know cooking fish can be really intimidating, but I like to make these really, really easy. And I'm going to be cooking this fish on my grill today. So let me show you some of the prep pieces that I have started. Because when you're cooking steelhead, steelhead typically aren't as strong in flavor as salmon. I'm still using salmon, but this recipe will work great. So I just took some raspberries and I took a little bit of sage. I put it in a Ziploc bag and I added some grapeseed oil, and I'm just kind of like mashing it all together with my fingers. Nothing really fancy here. I ripped up a little bit of the sage. I keep it big enough, like in big enough chunks to be able to easily remove it when I need to, but still like kind of twisting and tearing it can kind of like get some of that flavor to come out. So I'm just mashing this together with the raspberry, and then I'm gonna grab my piece of fish, which I have cleaned up nicely here. And this is, judging by the spots, this is a Chinook tail. And I'm just going to add this right on into the bag, just like that. Close it up and let these flavors marinate. I first decided to do this because I was cooking steelhead and I felt like I just wanted more flavor in the fish. So I was buying this really cool oil. It was like a raspberry sweet oil that I bought when I lived in Olympia, and I would put it on all of my fish. Like, it was delicious. And so I'm kind of recreating a similar sort of deal, but adding fruits to fish with a little bit of herbs can be so delicious. So this kind of recreates a similar taste. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes to marinate in the bag. Not really that long. You can let it marinate longer if you want. And then I'm gonna fire up the char-broil and we're gonna get cooking. There we go. So I have my Char-Broil 3-burner grill heating up right now, and it heats up fast. Perfect. My fish is all marinated and the grill is heated up, so I'm going to prepare this to go into the grill, and I do that by making a boat. Yep, you heard me right, a foil boat. So I like to make sure that all of the little kind of like drippings and things like that stay in with the fish because it tastes so delicious that way. There's no wrong way to make the boat as long as you just kind of like make it to where like stuff wouldn't escape out if your fish was trying to get away. I mean, if the stuff was starting to like, when the juices come. Really struggling with words. That's probably not the best way to express that. Anyways, now we just take the fish out and I'm just gonna lay it right on into the boat. Great. And then I am going to add a little bit of butter on there as well. So just a little bit. That's gonna melt over the top. Make this nice and delicious. And this is pretty much it. So I have my fish in the boat. The grill, like I said, is heated up. So now we can go and set it in the grill. Nice and toasty in there. Ooh, that's a hot one. And I'm gonna come back in just a few minutes and see how this is cooking. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I'm just gonna check it on out. Ooh, that cooked up really quickly. I can see the oils coming out of it. This is done already. I'm gonna go ahead and go get a plate and get it off the grill now. That was quick. I had to heat up a little bit on the high side. My raspberry sage salmon dinner is done. Once finished, I went ahead and put it on a bed of wild rice, and I'm about to give it a little taste test. First thing, right off the bat, I overcooked this fish a little bit in my grill. Honestly, I make the mistake, even though I've cooked like thousands of salmon for dinner. It's just something that happens. I'm still like figuring out my grill. I have it a little bit hotter than I should have. So to me, this is just a tad bit on the done side, but that doesn't make it bad or wrong. It just makes it a little bit more done. And I wanted to show this anyway and continue to use this because we all like make kind of mistakes, but rolling with it is I think it's totally fine. And the salmon's still gonna be delicious, the dinner's still gonna be amazing. But one of the things that I can show you before tasting it, before even cutting into it, that it's a little bit on the done side, is if you look at it, this white, all of the fat from the fish started cooking out. Now, once that starts, that's great. And when you're cooking it, to check it, use like a fork or some tongs and press on it. And the salmon should still squish and then give quite a bit once it's like pretty much done. But this one, it doesn't really squish and doesn't really give quite as much. So I already know before taking a bite, this is gonna be a little bit on the done side. Am I still gonna eat it? Heck yes. Am I still gonna love it? Absolutely. So without further ado, raspberry sage salmon dinner with wild rice. I'm gonna have a bite now. The flavor is amazing. Like I thought, take a look. A little bit on the dry side, But if you like your salmon done, this would probably be perfect. It is still so juicy and so flavorful. The raspberry gives it so much flavor and I absolutely love that. So that's it. This was just a handful of ingredients. I threw it on my grill, I made some rice. That is absolutely it. Salmon does not have to be a scary thing. And if it doesn't come out exactly perfect, you know what to do differently for next time. So for me, I need to throw it on my grill, turn the grill down a little bit, and not be caught up watching fishing videos while I should be focused on cooking, which is exactly what happened. So that's how you have it. Salmon for dinner. You can absolutely do this too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, ring the notification bell, and hopefully we'll see you for the next one.